everybody knows the Cliffs of Moher. But on this channel, we don't just show you the obvious stops, we look for the real experience.
So in this video, we'll show you how to actually visit the cliffs properly, avoid the common mistakes, make the most of the trail, and explore what's just an hour away, the places most people miss completely.
Welcome to County Clare.
And we've been exploring the wild Atlantic Way for the past few years. Check out our other guides if you want the full picture, but for now, let's get into it. We are based in beautiful Donegal, so this time we drove about 4 hours down the country. But it's worth noting that you can easily do this itinerary in the opposite direction. County Clare is often referred to as the Rocky County, and this is exactly why.
This place rocks. Welcome to the Burren National Park, one of the most unique national parks in Ireland, and we are here about to hike up to the top of Moher mountain, hilly mountain, not that high, but it's meant to be one of the best places to get a really good perspective of what the Burren looks like. So we're going to do a loop up to the top of Moher, and I keep going to call it a mountain. What is it? We're going to do a loop up to the top of Moher and around and back down to the van, which is parked. To call it a car park would be very generous. It's parked on a piece of grass over there where there's also another car, if that counts. And the road down to it, fairly rocky. Can't imagine there were too many tour buses coming down here. But anyway, am I moaning? I don't mean to moan. We're on the start of a nice hike here and looking forward to it. Lake, Rocky Mountains, iconic national park.
The trail can be a little bit vague at times, but you can use satellite mode on Google Maps to navigate with ease.
Well, you won't be surprised to learn that it is quite a rocky hike. We've been hiking for about 10 minutes through the path, and now it seems to be heading up on the limestone towards Moher. About the Burren itself, it's difficult to describe 330 million years of geographical history in 15 seconds, but here goes. It used to be underwater 330 million years ago, and that is where the limestone came in. Then in the Ice Age, glaciers covered it all and flattened it all out to make a really smooth limestone surface, and then erosion ever since has made it what it is today.
English is obviously my second language, and when you learn new words, when it's your second language, you sometimes don't really pay attention too much on the spelling or pronunciation. So I thought there is a park, national park in Ireland called the Burren, and that makes sense, it's all rocky, infertile, but it's actually not, it's the Burren, which means rocky in Irish language, and it's actually one of the most unique fertility-wise places in Ireland, because the plants here are from Mediterranean climate and also from Northern Alpine, so it's not barren at all. When you're here, you can see a lot of plants growing. For all of my fantasy lovers out there, Tolkien, the author of The Lord of the Rings, apparently he was traveling through Ireland, through Clare, when he was revising The Lord of the Rings, and apparently the Burren has inspired the Middle Earth. So they did go to New Zealand to shoot the movie, but they should have come here. Look at this. Anyway, another movie was shot here, and this is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Not a fan of the movies, I love the books, but anyway, here's where Hermione and Harry were camping. Not up here exactly, but in the area. Such a weird landscape. We did our fair share of traveling, but never seen anything like that. You would see hills like this maybe being like terracotta, orangey color, but not grey like this, made of limestone. It's gorgeous, it's class.
Overall, Moher hike, I would say, considering it's only about 40 minutes from the Cliffs of Moher, definitely come make it a stop on your trip around County Clare, because it is definitely a very good way to get the best perspective of the Burren National Park.
And one last thing about this hike, I wore my Nike runners and I would highly recommend wearing proper hiking boots instead. The terrain is uneven and you will definitely appreciate the extra ankle support. Other than that, the trail is moderate and we finished it in just over 90 minutes. If you didn't get your feel of the Burren and was as amazed as we were, you can drive out to Blackhead Lighthouse. It's about 40 minutes from Mallockmore Hike along a narrow country road, the kind where you start questioning your life choices when another car appears. But the views are class and we don't regret the detour on the way to the village of Doolin. Doolin is gateway to the most famous cliffs in the country and a great spot to refuel after a day of exploring. We had dinner at Gus O'Connor's pub and were disappointed. Their chowder is easily one of the best we've had along the Wide Atlantic Way. From here, you can take a bus or walk to Cliffs of Moher. But we drove, and honestly, these days it is the best option if you want a more authentic experience.
Ireland's most famous tourist attraction, the Cliffs of Moher. We arrived at around 7:10 in the evening because the sunset is going to be absolutely glorious. As you can probably see it, the golden rays hitting my face at the moment. You get to the tourist centre after 7 o'clock. The tourist centre is closed, therefore you do not have to pay for your ticket to enter the Cliffs of Moher, because you don't have to pay to get into the visitor centre and you don't have to pay to get into the Old Brian's Tower, because they're both closed after 7 o'clock. That's the first thing we should tell you. Second thing, there is now a 2-kilometre stretch of walking route that is open and legally accessible at the Cliffs of Moher. This is as of April 2026. You might have seen us before in a previous video talk about the Cliffs of Moher, and we walked all the way along to the left when you get to the visitor centre, about 3 or 4 kilometres down there towards Hag's Head. Absolutely beautiful experience. That is now closed. We don't really know why. There's just big signs up saying walking trail closed. So that's closed that way. Then if you go right past O'Brien's Tower, you can walk around about 500 metres, 600 metres until you get to a similar sign saying walking trail closed. And that is on the way to the north viewing point. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if you're coming to the Cliffs of Moher, class, brilliant experience. They're amazing. They're everything that people say they are. They're correctly one of Ireland's most protected and loved tourist attractions. But if you're like us and you like to try to find that wee bit more authenticity, going your own route and finding a spot that not all the tourists will be at, it has gotten a lot more difficult at the Cliffs of Moher because of these signs. And they're not just signs. Like, this is, as I say, April 2026. They look fairly permanent. There's like real fencing up, there's padlocks up, there's, you know, it's not just a sign, because signs, I suppose, can be ignored at times. This is real fencing, so it doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. We've seen a lot of YouTubers recommend walking from Doolin all the way along the cliffs to the Cliffs of Moher, and that would have been a great idea. But as it stands, it looks like that is no longer possible because of these walking trail closed signs that I'm on about. Unless we're mistaken, we think that you can't walk from Doolin into O'Brien's Tower anymore. If we're wrong, let us know in the comments. We're just trying to give you as much useful information as possible. So have a look in the comments and somebody else might have a bit more information. But from our point of view, Doolin to O'Brien's Tower. Do you know what though? Having said all that about trails this and trails that, sunset at the Cliffs of Moher is just about one of the most special things I think I've ever witnessed.
Rising to about 214 meters, the Cliffs of Moher are undeniably impressive. But if you want to explore more incredible cliffs nearby, our next stop is just an hour away and you'll get a much more authentic, crowd-free experience there.
Good morning. After leaving that beautiful sunset at the Cliffs of Moher, as you can tell, it obviously got dark and we were trying to find somewhere to park the van for the night, and this is where we ended up. We actually parked in the dark, so we didn't really know what we were going to wake up to, but as you can see, absolutely stunning. This is the Kilkee Cliffs behind me, and we're about to head down the coast to explore more of the Kilkee Cliffs. If you've watched our van tour video, you'll know that we're fully equipped to make breakfast, and you know, we have a wee stove, and we were gonna get excited this morning about making coffee, but we forgot our wee lighter to ignite the gas stove. So we just had a quick ham and cheese sandwich, no coffee yet. It would have been lovely to sit here with a coffee, but you live and learn, we're not going to do that again.
These cliffs feature loads of sea stacks, and because the area is so vast, you'll often have views like this all to yourself. They're also very accessible, no hiking required, you can see everything right from the road, which was perfect after yesterday's trails. We wrapped up the drive at Loop Head Lighthouse. The cliffs here are even taller, reaching up to 100 meters, so do be careful.
The lighthouse is there, and it's called Loop Head because you can do a loop around the lighthouse to see some spectacular views. I'm looking behind the camera here at the McGillicuddy Reeks in County Clare. You can see way out to sea, and there's this sea stack thingy here, and that is Cuchullin's Leap. You can put two and two together. Obviously, Irish mythology said that Cuchulainn leaped from here to the sea stack. You can look it up if you want. But yeah, this is where we're ending our County Clare video. What a county. I would urge you, if you're going to the Cliffs of Moher, don't make the mistake of thinking that the Cliffs of Moher are the only thing you should go to see in County Clare. Kilkee Cliffs especially, down here at Loop Head Lighthouse, absolutely spectacular places, and some of the coolest wee towns we've seen as well, the likes of Liscannor, Lahinch, Milltown Malby, the one beside Cliffs of Moher called Doolin. Class wee towns, Doolin especially, what an absolute gem of a wee town. Be class to go in there for a bite to eat, a few pints, go see the Cliffs of Moher, and then the next day go down the coast. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video on County Clare. Definitely put it on the list. We'll talk to you in the next video.